Welcome back, my friends. Time for another video. Hope you're enjoying this cramming session for your final. Today we're going to go over some stats. And we've done stats before, but we haven't done it in a little bit, so it's good for us to review this. And we're supposed to find the median and mean for each data set. So for the median, we have to know how many numbers there are. So there's 13 here, plus 8, so that's 21, plus 2 is 23. So there's 23 numbers. Divide that by 2, and you get 11 and a half, which tells me, because it's an odd number, that the 12th number is your median. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's one of these 4s here. So the median, I guess I can write that here. Median is 4. But what's the average? Well, for that, again, we know that there's 23 terms. We have to know what they add up to. So these are 1, so they add up to 2. These are 2, so they add up to 6. Nope. Yes, there's 3 of them. There's 6 of these 3s, so that's 18. There's 2 4s, so that's 8. There's 3 6s, so that's 18. There's 2 7s, so that's 14. There's 3 8s, so that's 24. And then there's 10 and 11, so we'll just say 21 for that. And then we just add all those up. So we have 16 plus 36. And that's 52. Plus 38 and 21, that's 59. So 52 plus 59, that's 111. So it's 111 divided by 23 for the mean. So, and that, of course, is 4.826. 4.826. And that equals the mean, and that's all you have to do. That is how you do it. Of course, it will be multiple choice on your final. Number 47. Let's actually zoom in a little bit here. So how does this work? We haven't done a lot of these, but basically this is saying 17, 19, 22, 24, and so on and so forth. And I actually don't have to do it up because I have everything here that I need. So how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 numbers. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. So the 8th number is your median. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one right here. So is the median 7? No. The median is 27. Median is 27. Okay, now, what about the mean? Well, we do have to add these numbers up. So, I guess we could just do the old-fashioned way and just do 1 by 1. I'm not thinking of another way right now. So, yeah, so we're going to add them all up. And when we do so, what we get is, of course, the number, which is none other than 421. So they add up to 421, and there were 15 numbers. So we just divide this by 15. And that, of course, is 28.06. Notice how the mean is bigger than the median. You should have been able to predict that because, well, actually, I was thinking about the other one. This one's right-tailed. I actually wasn't thinking about that, but this one's slightly right-tailed. So you can see the mean is slightly more than the median. Okay, and now number 48. As always, please pause the video and try to work it out. I think I've actually made my point. I don't think I have to do this one. It's the same idea as the last one. Just remember for these zeros here, that means that these actually are the numbers. Okay, whereas this is, so this is 0, 1, 2, 8, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 25, 31, 38. And so you can figure out the median and the mean from that. Now, I did try this, but it takes too long for this video to put it in the video. But I'll just briefly explain how this is done. First off, I added all these numbers together. Let me actually erase them. Erase these marks. So I added all these numbers together, and I got the sum, which was 113. Then I divided 113 by how many numbers there are, and there was 16 numbers. And so that gave me the mean. So this right here is the mean. Then what I did is I subtracted the mean from each number, and they're not in order, in case you're wondering if it's in order. It's not in order. But I did it. And so I got the difference between each number and the mean. And what's next is the blue part, which is that you square each of those. And again, for this video, it would take like half an hour. It wouldn't be worth your time. So you square them, and once you square them, you add them all together. And then the important part, you divide by how many there are, and then you square it. I've seen so many people get that backwards. Follow the steps that I put in Google Classroom. Follow the steps for standard deviation. They are there. All right, now we're going to do a couple more of these. So we have, this case, it's not median and mean, but they want the quartiles. So in other words, kind of like the 5-number summary. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to find the mean again. So how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So between the 8th and the 9th number, because it's an even number of numbers, you divide by 2, and then you take that and average it with the next number. So between the 8th and the 9th number is my median. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it's right here. So it's the average of 61 and 64. So that's going to be 62.5. So the median is 62.5. Okay. All right. So there's 8 numbers below this median and 8 numbers above it. That's an even number of numbers. So I just divide by 2 and take that and the next number and average them. So in other words, what I'm saying is there's 8 numbers. Well, let's just try to circle this. There's 8 numbers in this set. Between the 4th and the... So divide 8 by 2 and you get 4. So between the 4th and the 5th number is Q1. And so that means that Q1 is 9. Then for the Q3, I average, there's also 8 numbers here in this set right here. And so between the 4th and 5th number here, I also have my quartile. So 64, 65, 68, 70 is my 4th number, 70 is my 5th number. So it's right here is my Q3 between those. And so that means that Q3 is 70. And now I can find the interquartile range. I just subtract IQR is just Q3 minus Q1. So that's 70 minus, oh, I wrote 9. I meant 49. Why did I make that mistake? Let's fix that. Q1 equals 49 because that number there is 49. So that means that the IQR is 70 minus 49. And so the answer there is 21. And that is all that's to it. And that also explains how you do number 52. So I feel comfortable moving on to the next problem. They're very similar problems. There's no need to do it twice. Not for me. It'll be practice for you. All right. Number 53. Use what you know about means and median to answer the following. Shouldn't it be means and medians, or mean and median? Oh well. A set of data has a mean that is greater than the median. What shape is the distribution? Well, if the mean is greater, then that means that it's right-tailed. So in that case, you have the median here, and then the mean is over there, to the right of it, because it's right-tailed. And so what we say is skewed right, or right skewed. Right skewed. Or skewed right. Okay, the distribution is skewed to the left with no outliers. What is true about the mean versus the median? Well, if it's skewed left, then the mean is less than the median. Mean is less than median. Okay, and that's it for that one. Moving on to number 55. They look difficult, but they're not necessarily difficult. It says a car loan application requires a person to give the following information. Blah, 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 blah. Of which of these variables, which are categorical? Okay, so categorical versus quantitative. So annual salary amount, no. That's a quantitative amount. Length of time at current job, that's also a number. State issuing driver's license, there we go. So this is one right here. Car insurance company, that's another one. And number of years driving, nope, that's a number. So the answer is state issuing driver's license and car insurance company. So those are categorical. Number 56, in this case, they want to know which one is quantitative. So again, the one that has a number. A freshman in high school is getting an early start in college planning. The student gets information on 20 colleges and records the size of the college. Small, mid-sized, large. Okay, the number of majors the college offers. So the size of the college, that could be a number if it was just like number of students. But because he's just saying small, mid-size, or large, that means it's not quantitative. That's categorical. Because that's not a number. The number of majors college offers, okay, that is quantitative, right? So that is a number. If the college has a stats major, so that is no, because that's a yes or no question. It's not a numerical answer. If the college offers advanced degrees, again, yes or no answer is not a number. How many miles away from home it is, you better believe that's a number. Okay, so this one is quantitative. If the college has sororities and fraternities, that's a yes-no question. So if they had said the number of sororities and fraternities, it would be quantitative. But because they said if they have sororities and fraternities, that makes it not quantitative. And the yearly tuition cost, well, so that is definitely a number. Okay, so which is quantitative? The number of majors, the number of miles away from home, and the tuition cost. Those are the quantitative variables. So I hope that was helpful to you. I hope that you will do well on your final as a result. So please share this video with your fellow classmates. Like it. Leave a comment below. Tell me how much you love it. And of course, buy my merch. Have a wonderful finals, and I will see you in the future. Have a good day.